The National Firearms Act was passed in 1934, and it was designed specifically to curtail access to weapons and accessories used by criminals. Taxation was the mechanism by which the regulation occurred, because that was the decision in terms of how the federal government could properly use its power to curtail access to those weapons. The argument for making silencers easy to get is that the noise that a gun makes when you fire it is harmful to the hearing of the person who's operating the gun.
What a silencer does is it lowers the sound of a gunshot below hearing safe levels. So what you can likely hear behind me is a unsilenced firearm. If it's 140 decibels or greater, it will do permanent hearing damage to a person who is around a firearm without hearing protection. What a silencer does is it takes it to 139 decibels or below.
There's multiple actual benefits to owning a silencer. The communication, when you're shooting a gun with somebody, you actually can talk. You don't have to have earplugs in, yell like I'm probably doing right now.
It's good for police departments and military, largely because a police officer doesn't know when they're going to have to discharge his or her firearm. Well, they don't have the time to say, I need to put hearing protection on before I'm going to get in a gunfight indoors. The Hearing Protection Act would enable a silencer, which is itself inherently not dangerous, to be regulated in the same manner as a rifle. It would open up many more outlets. The businesses that deal in our firearms would not have to get special licensing, and our consumers would be able to go in and buy something and walk out with it.
Standard practice is to use ear coverings or earplugs to protect your hearing. So the idea that we need a piece of legislation to protect the hearing of people who are firing weapons, I think, is at best superfluous, and at worst it's simply a way to pass some revenue to the gun industry, and I just don't think that's a good enough reason when you counterbalance it against the very important safety features of having guns that do make noise.